Welcome to Yo-11 Minutes. Yo-11 Minutes, mostly Vegas, no BS casino experience and more. Michael Traeger is a casino and travel loyalty expert. I'm tripping on my words today. Who also helps people turn their travel dreams into reality. And now, Michael Traeger. How's it going, Michael?
It's going great. How was your weekend? Everything good? Vegas still standing after another weekend with Movestro?
Yes, Vegas is still standing. Was able to go around and get some footage of some holiday things that are happening out here. Yeah, Vegas is doing good. I'm so happy to live here. Like every time I walk around the strip or downtown, I'm like, damn, I still can't believe I live here. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And it's your first Christmas living in Vegas, which is super cool.
Yeah, first Christmas and first like legit living here Christmas in Vegas. Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff. So what do we got news-wise? I bet it has to do with Christmas.
Oh, it absolutely does. And now it's time for the news and views. The Bellagio Conservatory Christmas display is now on show. This year's theme is the Nutcracker, and it's brand new to the Bellagio Conservatory, featuring characters and motifs inspired by the Nutcracker story and ballet. You won't find the polar bears of Bellagio's Christmas past, however the model railroad that traverses its course through the conservatory is still a part of the show with its mounted camera for all visitors to enjoy. The display runs through January 7th, 2023 and is free. And that's going to do it for the news, and now for the views. Michael, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that the Nutcracker is a great theme. I have seen the Nutcracker ballet at least a dozen times.
Wow.
Yeah, no, but it has been quite a few years until I have, but it's really sort of it's an awesome theme. It's actually an awesome ballet. The conservatory is the most awesome thing. I'm using awesome a lot today that MGM does. I'm thoroughly convinced it's the most awesome thing that MGM does or has continued to do, which makes me really happy. So on the side of the Bellagio Conservatory being one of the coolest Christmas things in Las Vegas, nobody disputes that. What are some of the other Movestro favorite Christmas things in Vegas? Because I know you have some opinions about that.
Well, my favorite thing is the Bellagio's Conservatory this time of year, especially. I always look forward to seeing that. My tip is to go at night after sunset because it's more magical. Where during the day they have that big skylight, right? So like the sun is shining in and everything. But just go at night. It's wonderful. I like the things that they do at the park at MGM. They'll have like a bunch of these little makeshift shops. And Coca-Cola does a thing there usually and stuff like that, like little tiny Christmas shops, not really the holiday shops you would experience in Europe, which are fantastic. New York started doing that some years ago and mimicked that thing, and it was a wonderful thing they did at Bryant Park. But it's cute. The Cosmopolitan has ice skating. They convert their Boulevard pool to an ice skating rink. There's just so many things. There's going to be a tree in downtown and a menorah in downtown, as I understand it. There's just so many things, like everything sort of dresses up for the holidays. And right behind the conservatory, the Giardini Garden Store, or I think it's now called the Giardini Home Store. Oh man, dude, if this time of year, it's freaking magic. So yes.
Awesome. I love your enthusiasm with that. Certain hotels now, I don't know if any hotels in Vegas are doing this, or at least not doing it like as like a super duper like special request for like a VIP suite. But there are hotels now that allow you to book hotel rooms like with a Christmas tree for Christmas. And I know Ocean Casino in Atlantic City has like what they call festive rooms that you can book that have a Christmas tree in them. And I think that's like a fabulous idea, right? If you take your family to Vegas for Christmas and you could book a suite like that's a festive suite that's like decorated for Christmas with a Christmas tree. Anyway, that just hit me, that idea. But I think it's one of the coolest travel like sort of ideas out there. And goodness, people would definitely pay for that.
It's funny you mentioned that. The Plaza Hotel in New York, they do this thing every holiday season where they they have the Home Alone room because of Home Alone Lost in New York, where he's staying at the plaza and stuff. So they have that room set up and it's festive. And of course, it's an exorbitant price for that. But still, anyway, it was just, as you were talking about that, it made me think of that. Okay, it is time for the tease. Take it away, Michael.
So today's start, and I bet we're going to go on this topic quite a bit, is are you ready for Fontainebleau Las Vegas? Or is it Fontainebleau? Anyway, other than the fact that it is the hardest casino name to spell, and that's because it is the word fountain in French, which is totally spelled differently, as well as has an E at the end, which is why everybody spells, and everyone's autocorrects Fontainebleau Las Vegas incorrectly to the English, which makes it really tricky if that sort of drives you crazy seeing it spelled wrong all the time or not remembering how to spell it. But the other thing is, I've just been, it seems like everything is so mysterious. And I know that Movestro and I were talking about this before, and he thinks the mystery is on purpose. But I'm sometimes not so sure about all of that. Also, the other thing that I found was really interesting is that the company that is the parent company that's doing business as Fontainebleau Las Vegas is Bowtie Hospitality Las Vegas LLC. And I gotta say, I love that name, Bowtie Hospitality. But when you look at the information that's available so far on Fontainebleau, and I will admit that maybe I've missed something here or there, they talk about the endless ways to play at Fontainebleau, a stunning new Las Vegas casino with 150,000 square feet of thrilling action. Immerse yourself in an atmosphere of welcoming luxury where comfortable chairs handcrafted in Italy invite you to enjoy a generous variety of table games. Seen a video on the handcrafting of those chairs. Pretty interesting. For high-limit players, a beautifully appointed salon, I guess that's salon privé, and a VIP rooftop experience. Everything's an experience. I guess that translates into they have gaming at a rooftop kind of lounge like they do at Resorts World Las Vegas, as well as Wynn Las Vegas, illuminated by striking city lights awake. But I just hear so little about the VIP pre-opening. I remember before Circa, so many people had invites to the VIP pre-opening and people were talking about it and there was a lot of buzz. But unless I'm missing something or not paying attention, there seems to be very little buzz from gamblers being invited to a pre-opening party or saying they're going to a pre-opening black tie party. So I am super curious if just everyone is sworn to secrecy or the invite list is super, super secret, which I wouldn't truly understand why, because you would assume that they would want a mixture of super secret and not so secret people. The other thing that's a sort of a curiosity to me is their loyalty program. I mean, the only thing that we really know so far, at least I know, once again, I could be missing something, is that it's a program where you're going to earn points on all eligible experiences throughout the resort for gaming and non-gaming. So that's cool. They're definitely telling you you're going to get points for everything that you do in the resort. But they're not telling us anything else about it. And Rio did a very good job about giving information about their program, though maybe that was just right before they opened. So maybe they're sort of waiting to give loyalty program information. So I think it's sort of interesting. It's a little bit of a mystery, and I guess that's a cool mystery. I'm not exactly sure was definitely planned to be that mysterious, but who knows? But it's definitely exciting. What do you think, Movestro?
I think, yeah, there hasn't been any buzz about, wow, I got an invite like there was with Circa. Like everyone was like, oh, I got an invite. And it was like, it was like winning Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You got the gold ticket. And it was like, oh, man, everyone's getting these gold tickets. I haven't seen anything about that at all. I know that they are definitely inviting influencers to get that buzz going, but I'm not sure who else is being invited, and I haven't seen anything, so I don't know.
Have you even seen an invite? Because usually somebody would have leaked a picture of an invite to this VIP invitation, like they did for Circa.
Right.
Like usually these kind of parties always have some fancy invitation. So just such a curiosity to me. And this is like all positive. Like, I think it's like, in some ways, maybe it's the best marketing ploy ever, that they're being super mysterious. And then all of a sudden, all these people will show up for the VIP opening. And then the other thing, like we were saying before, I don't think they've announced exactly their public opening time, other than it's the 14th. But does that mean a minute after midnight or at 6 a.m.? So I'm sort of curious about that too. So anyone, hey, maybe somebody else, maybe I've missed everything. Maybe I'm totally oblivious to what's going on. So if you know, just let us know in the comments. And tomorrow I will also try my best to respond to a couple of the recent comments. I totally forgot about that today because it was so crazy.
I think that I think, if I'm not mistaken, did Cosmopolitan open at midnight? I'm wondering if maybe that's what's going to happen, if they're going to do midnight of that day, you know, like 12:01 a.m. or something like that.
That's what Circa did. You know, what Circa did is the VIP. They did all their VIP stuff, and then at midnight it was open to the public, which is the logical way to do it, is have all the VIPs show up at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and you do the VIP thing, and then you open it to the general public. So I don't know. It will be very, very interesting. I was at the Circa opening. That was awesome. And the only other casino opening I was at exactly when it opened was the Wynn Palace opening in Cotai, which was super crazy because there were like swarms of people outside all ready to run into Wynn Palace as soon as it opened. So that was quite the experience.
Alrighty, that being said, we are just past the 11-minute mark. Is there anything that you would like to add? Any final thoughts?
Oh, my only final thought is that I am totally mesmerized by this Pac-Man on the Resorts World LED, which I think is super duper awesome. And it's the world record for the largest video game digital display. And basically, someone was playing a game of Pac-Man on the entire Resorts World building, you know, which is an LED display. So that blew me away. I think that's just super cool. Liking Pac-Man, liking video games, and also just what a crazy idea.
I would love to play Mario Kart on that thing. I really would.
You and your Mario Kart. Okay.
Just saying, it would be great.
No, it's awesome. Whoever thought of that? That's like imagine having like an Atari. What was it? The Atari 2600, like hooked up.
Play Q*bert.
Yeah, Atari. Imagine like Atari Pong. Play Pong on the. Could you imagine? It would be like huge. He's like huge. Pong.
Wow.
Anyway, there you go. Pong. That'll leave that memory. Of course, we've got a variety of people who are probably saying, "What is Pong?" But anyway, that's all I got for you today.
Google it, folks. And that's going to do it for this episode. Luxury travel booking, TravelZork Travel. Visit us at TravelZorkTravel.com to plan your next amazing vacation. And please join the conversation on social media. You can find us easily. All social platforms are at TravelZork. We'll see you next time.